Hey kids, it is Hex-Ray Vision coming to you live from an undisclosed location with a really blurry hex behind me. And this is actually something I set up, I think like a month ago, wasn't it? Because we had a while, I was out of town and then you were out of town or busy. And so we finally got this together, and I've been watching your streams with other people in the past, to keep up with what's going on and figure out more about internet money. And here we are. And I thought I'd already set up this and tweeted about it and set up the invites. And I sit down like I'm running in, and for the 3 followers, my 3 loyal followers, yes, this is the shirt I was wearing yesterday because thank you. I slept in it, went to the gym, and then I ran in here. I didn't have time to shower, so it's a good thing you can't smell from there. Otherwise, I'd be like putting some cologne on or something. But
that's one beautiful thing about the internet is they remove smells.
Yeah, so I sit down to do the interview and I'm like, there's no link. There's nothing set up. So I'm like frantically like that cat meme going crazy on my keyboard and like hooking up my Wi-Fi, and I'm like, oh shoot. But luckily it worked out, and I appreciate your patience. I really appreciate you being here because I feel like I know you more than you know me. We haven't had a chance to talk or hang out at any of the meetups yet, but hopefully we will in the future. And so, I mean, I had all these questions in the green room, and you're like, these are streaming questions, X-Ray. And I was like, these are definitely streaming questions. So let's start. Introduce yourself to anyone who may not know you, and let them know why you chose the handle Brother KG and how you got into Hex.
All right. So very, very big questions. So Brother KG is actually one of my passions. I guess my primary passion outside of crypto is comparative religion and philosophy. And that might take some people back, but what I mean by that is I don't necessarily. There's 3 big questions in life for most people. Where do we come from? What are we doing here? And where are we going? And so these are questions that I try to find answers to in all the different philosophies and religions of the world. And what I find myself being in life in relation to other people is an older brother, or not even an older brother, a younger brother sometimes too. Not always older brother, younger brother too. Just being there and doing my best to be there for my fellow human beings. So I feel like I really resonate with the idea of a brother.
Wow, that's beautiful. I appreciate that a lot. In fact, there's probably some stuff we can talk about in the green room after this, but I would like to get into that with you sometime. That's really cool. We got DG in the house. We gave him a wrench, so you are now part of the wrench army. Adam from Vibra Finance, Red Squirrel, oi pops, robot face, because he's a machine. He's everywhere. Vibra says, if you know, you know. And Completion Fails is always here giving us love. Good to see you guys. Good to see you in the chat. And then I was listening to earlier, you were doing real estate before you got into crypto. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
And so what was the transition and what was it like finding crypto and transitioning more into crypto from real estate?
It was actually very exciting because I actually still have a real estate license in my state. And so I was a licensed realtor for 6 years-ish coming into crypto. And well, it overlapped, obviously, right? There was crypto and real estate kind of at the same time. But I was actually, the year that I transitioned from real estate to crypto full time, which was, I guess, early last year, was my highest. I was at the peak of my real estate career. I was at my highest earning year. I had the most clients, the most social media engagement, like everything was going right in my real estate business. And then I was like, I got a great idea. Let's put that aside and let's just focus on crypto full time. And so crypto has treated me really well.
And what year was that?
That full-time transition pretty much came at the beginning of 2022.
Oh, wow. So this is like after the crash from 21.
Yes.
So and I mean, got that magic carpet ride. And then you said, hey, I've lost 95% of my net worth like everyone else. Let's go full time into this.
Here's the really interesting thing about being in real estate. My net worth coming off of that, real estate pump was fiat.
Yeah.
So even though things crashed, there was, fiat was still fiat. So I was in a really just stars aligned, so to speak, position.
Wow. Yeah, that is even right now, real estate is ridiculously high considering the economy's been shot in the head 3 or 4 times by the Federal Reserve. I have no idea what in hell is holding these house prices up. Like it's like a Warner Brothers cartoon where they run off the cliff and they don't know they're off the cliff and they're just like standing there midair. That's the real estate market right now in my mind. I'm like, it's insane. And my wife is also, she's a real estate agent, and so we've been using that strategy where if you're a real estate professional, we can take our losses from things like syndicates and syndications and stuff, and that can actually go right against our capital gains from crypto.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's an interesting mix, the marriage, the real estate and the crypto. And man, I wish I had a bunch of cash flowing properties right now, because that would all be DCing every single day into this market. These prices are really, really juicy. I want to give a shout out to Francis Powell. Hello, what's up? And Virus as real estate is the last to crash. It's coming soon. That's an interesting thing. Go ahead.
Let's see. You brought it up. He brought it up. He or she brought it up. What's interesting about real estate and why there's a few, in my opinion, a few factors in this particular scenario that make it less likely to crash is because what's propping up the prices of these houses is that people paid this amount for these houses. So it's a little different. Like in crypto, okay, you could buy something for $1. Your DCA could be $1 and you could sell for 50 cents. You could take a little loss and you can move on. Well, with your house, that's not the case. If you buy your house for $300,000 and you sell it for $200,000, you're now actually physically still you might not even be able to sell it because you still owe $100,000 on your mortgage or whatever. So we created a new market floor by nature of having a market high. So even though prices may dip a little bit and you might get something for $290 and not $300, it's not like we're going to see the same house that was $300,000 back to $150,000. And if we do, it's almost like, man, hunker down. Things might be getting weird out there. So
yeah, and here's the interesting thing on the next wave. So if we hit a wave in 24, 25 of crypto with the election and the Bitcoin halving and I mean, shoot, Pulse chain launching and just throwing a huge white and black swan scenario onto the charts, then that could be the same time that real estate's finally crashing. So you might have this beautiful opportunity to take some sick capital gains, take some profit from your crypto, and go pick up some cash flow in real estate at the bottom of the market. So it's kind of awesome that one is the leading indicator of the economy crashing, stocks and crypto, and the other one's the lagging indicator, if you think about it that way, on the chart, which is real estate. And so that's kind of a cool thing. And then, of course, just like Wolverine, we need to know your origin story into crypto. Who was the first person that said that with like bug out eyes? It was like, KG, dude, you got to check this out. It's magic.
Well, I actually discovered crypto on my own was when I was in high school. Actually, browsing the Silk Road is where I bumped into Bitcoin. And no, I did not buy. I was in high school. I was broke, and $80 Bitcoin was like, whoa, what was like $80? I could buy whatever I want with $80. So no, I did not buy Bitcoin at $80, but I bumped into it, in those really low prices. I did not jump in and from an investment standpoint very heavily at all until actually my like you said, the bug eye dive in movement was actually my uncle, who was all cracked out on Dogecoin, and Dogecoin was my first major crypto diving.
And how did that timing in Doge work out for you? Because some people were very happy, made a ton of money, like their timing was perfect. Other people's not, not so much.
I didn't do amazing. I didn't ride it from sub penny to Elon Musk Saturday Night Live pump, but
Mhm.
I did get in before the Saturday Night Live pump, but I was really early into major crypto investing. I didn't like, even though I like watched it and kind of knew the technology over the years. I didn't know it from that side of the business, of the game, so to speak. And so I I latched onto the emotions, man. I caught the narrative, Doge to $1. I believed it, and I held a little too long. But that's actually when I found Hex was on the way down, and I was able to actually swap my Doge, gains, losses. They were probably more losses than gains uh, at that time, or maybe it was, I broke even, but I swapped it into Hex, and that's where I made some real gains. Was there, so
And
it worked out.
what was
Timing.
how did you find Hex?
Actually, through my father and his friend, they were in Hex, and they were telling me about it, and then I jumped in. Actually, at that time, it was like in the early days of the Pulse Chain Telegram room, and so I was spending a lot of time in there. Shout out to awesome guys like Toby Wan, Hexobi, Jesse, Walrus, Mando. Those are like some of the guys that were in there, and then my crypto knowledge went from, I thought I knew some things, but then I started learning from those guys, and then I really knew some things, and then I fell in love with the community and just learning all about it. And yeah, so I'm not an OG in Hex, but I have been in Hex for 2 years now. I am a Pulse Chain OG, so
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting because every time you meet someone, there's like a different class, almost like a different class of high school. And you said you found out about crypto in high school, so you're like
yep,
20,
yes sir.
20, 21 now, 22. Like how old are
I'm in my
you?
late 20s. I'm almost 30. I'm almost
That's
30.
really that's young. That's young. I'm gonna get a bunch of 20-year-olds in my demographic from you being on my channel. This is great because
What's
they're
up,
all old like
millennials?
me.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. That's funny. And we do have one question already about internet money, but I want to get to that in just a second. But first, like I said,
Sure.
we got Cryptorella here. You got a wrench, Cryptorella. Good to see you. All you had to do is show up and say hi. How easy was that? You got Dave down under, 10 tops in the house. Samantha and my wife are the two biggest motivators for me working out this year. So I want to give a big shout out to Samantha. She's an awesome community member and supporter. Diehard Hexton says, I can thank my son for telling me about crypto back in 17. Thank you, Randy Hilarski, especially for introducing me to Hex. I love watching both of you brainiacs. Oh yeah. So this is the someone related to Randy here.
Shout out.
He's definitely someone I've watched for a really long time. Like I was watching him back during the Anarcho Poco days back in the 17 crazy run that we were doing. KD's in the house. Good to see you, Jonathan Kampala.
What's up, KD?
Yo, Hexray, nice.
Hey,
KG is awesome. Big fan of you there, Jonathan Kampala. We got to hang out with him in Texas. He's a real dude. Doug's in the house, and then some love for Samantha. No, we did a tour. So I got in my RV and we did a Texas tour. We did 9 cities in 8 nights or something crazy like that for the Texan token and Hex meetup. So we invited all the Hexcans out to bars and grills, and we invited the TNM, which is the group that the Texan token endowment was made for. And we were trying to do as much onboarding and connect those two communities as much as possible. So when we were down there, we ran into the Hexican community in Texas is insane. Like that, they got a really strong community.
I'm sad that I missed that. I'm in Texas.
So we had a huge turnout in San Antonio, in Houston, Dallas, Waco. We even had a meetup in New Brunswick and met some really cool dudes out there in New Brunswick. It was crazy.
Okay.
And I would like to say we were organized and we had a plan, but we were bouncing around that triangle. We went down to Corpus Christi. We went out to Galveston. We were all over the place, man. We put some miles on that baby, and it was a lot of fun. I really want to come back down there, do another tour, and follow up with all the people we met. Because see, Francis says it was nice. T-Box Lover he's not a fan of text and the TNM. But you know what? I will take your hate views every day. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's keep going into internet money, because I'll be honest. Every time someone says, "Well, we're going to make a wallet, or we're going to do this or that," I'm like, "Well, how different is a wallet going to be that it would, replace something like MetaMask? Not that MetaMask is any good. It's just the one that
Sure.
we're all used to, right? That's the OG wallet that we kind of cut our teeth on with the Ethereum network." And so what were you thinking when you're sitting around? You're like, you know what we need? We need a wallet. We need it's actually more than a wallet, right? Sorry, I'm just going to stop and let you take the whole idea of internet money. Explain it like someone is brand new and doesn't know anything about it.
Sure, of course. And those are all fair questions. It's a great question to ask as well. So for those that don't know, my name is KG, founder of Internet Money. And what Internet Money is at its core is a multi-chain EVM wallet. Now, don't let that overwhelm you if that's the first time you hear that. If you've used MetaMask, that is also a multi-chain EVM wallet. It is a wallet that is dedicated to connecting you to the different Ethereum-based networks. We are different in a lot of ways. And one of the core ways we're different is we are the first tokenized wallet to do what it's doing. And I'll just jump into that a little bit. So every wallet, if you're using MetaMask, if you're using Trust Wallet, you're using Wallet XYZ, and if they have an in-app swap function, you're paying a fee. You're paying a fee for the convenience of doing that transaction within the wallet. A couple things different about our wallet. A, it's cheaper than all the major competitors. I can't say cheaper than every wallet in the world because I have not seen every wallet in the world's fee structure, but it's cheaper than MetaMask. It's cheaper than Trust. It's cheaper than the major players. Cheers, Ebonics. Now, another key difference is 100% of the fees that our wallet generates go to the holders or get distributed to the holders of our token, Internet Money Wallet Dividend, or WD. By holding WD, you earn passive income as the wallet generates more volume in swaps. And those fees are paid in Pulse, ETH, BNB, whatever native coin of the chain you're on. So if you hold WD, you earn passive income in Pulse, ETH, BNB, Phantom, AVAX, whatever chain we launched the Dividend token on. No staking, no locking up your token at all. There's no taxes, no reflections, no inflation. Fixed supply of 2 billion. So your portion, your holdings of the WD supply is your portion and percentage of the fees that the wallet generates.
So they're almost like T-shares, right? Or shares. So there's 2 billion. If you think about a company with 2 billion shares, the amount that you have of those shares will get you. But are the 2 billion tokens on each chain?
Yes, 2 billion per chain.
Per chain. Okay, so whatever chain you're on, it's going to be collecting fees with transactions on each chain and paying out in that chain's native token.
Exactly.
Okay,
so if you're more bullish on Pulse chain or you're more bullish on Ethereum, then you can increase or decrease your position on those chains, depending on, what chain you like.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, imagine we were getting just a piece of the fees that we were paying on Ethereum during the adoption amplifier and setting your stakes and ending your stakes. Like I paid some ridiculous fees during the last bull market in Ethereum. And if I could have gotten some of those back just by using their wallet, that'd be great. I mean, actually, I'm sorry, Uniswap's the one with their own token, not MetaMask. Everyone thought MetaMask was going to come out with their own token.
Yep.
And so everyone was like opening 50,000 wallets to get an airdrop for having a wallet, and it didn't happen yet. I don't know if it will, but
still rumors. But we're here now. We're real. We're the first ones to do it. So MetaMask now. Hey, look, MetaMask will now be a follower of us if they take our technology.
Awesome. I like that. I like that first mover advantage. So you guys noticed that. You guys obviously looked at MetaMask, said this could be done so much better, right? I'm sure that that's the approach that you also took in real estate. You probably took a look at what a lot of those agents and brokers were doing and going, this could be way better. This could be way better. Yep. Like, why don't I do this better? And I'm sure that was the secret to your success. So what were some of the specific things besides the fees that you thought could be done better with a better wallet?
Just an overall more approachable and easy to interact with user interface. Like for those of us that have been using MetaMask for all these years, it's good enough, right? And no hate on MetaMask. We're all here because of MetaMask. They are the pioneers, and respect where respect is due. They did some awesome stuff for the crypto space. But what I think happened was they got complacent. Maybe they got lazy. I don't know, because they just kind of stopped. There's so, I mean, now you kind of see them starting to develop again. I have a conspiracy theory that we have MetaMask moles in our group, but that's a whole nother conversation. But you see them, they're now starting to do some stuff, which is great. But they're not geared towards, hey, this is easy to use and easy to understand. And so part of the inspiration, so that's part of the inspiration, but also part of all of this came from in the early days of the Pulse Chain Telegram. For those that don't know, that was such a unique moment in time. You 24/7, 365, you had like 50 to 200 people in a live voice chat all around the world from all different perspectives, both culturally, technologically, occupationally, all these things. And so Pulse Chain is coming, everything's happening, and all the people who are like super technical are like, man, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna bring adoption to this chain? Like, what are you gonna build? What am I gonna build? Are we gonna build? What are we gonna do? And so you have like Liquid Loans was actually the first one to pop up, as like the project's coming. Well, through all this, we're in that group of like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna build? And so being in real estate, my partner, his name's Don. That's actually my father. So it's father-son endeavor here. He has lifetime background in sales and entrepreneurship. And so so we like talking to people. We like educating. We are good with interacting and engaging with people, making things easy and make sense. And so just in that spirit of what are we going to create, and everybody's identifying their skills. Well, for us, it made perfect sense to do a wallet because Pulse Chain didn't have its own native wallet. Now it does. And also we felt that like with our, passion for education and connection, and the wallet being the thing that you need to connect with crypto, it's all the cards fell into place for us.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that you mentioned better UI experience, because I talk about people all the time with this to people all the time. If you had to do the actual back end part of streaming Netflix, or you had to go in and like set your own orders on Amazon and execute and do all the scripting behind Amazon, or even for crying out loud, an email. If you had to do all the behind the scenes stuff to send an email, like the internet would be still in the Stone Age. Like no one would use it at all. And today, anyone from any age with a smartphone can tap out an email and send it to their grandkid with a swipe of a thumb. And I believe that the only reason that crypto hasn't gotten there yet is because we're fighting some very powerful people that want to remain the middlemen. Like these middlemen have an insane amount of power when it comes to finance and government. And so there's not, they don't have a lot to gain by this getting better and adopted. So it is like swimming upstream, I feel. And I am so excited that someone like you and your father are working on that problem. That's going to make a big difference all around. We did have a question here about the referrals. So why don't you get into the launch, the referrals? Did you guys have a sacrifice phase? How's that looking?
Sure. We'll speak to all that. And to your point, yeah, I agree. You said it perfectly. So the referrals, another cool thing in the realm of adoption, not only as like a good marketing thing, but in making the onboarding problem in crypto and solving that, right? You want to onboard somebody into Hex right now, or really any crypto. I mean, you got to take them out to a 2-hour dinner. I mean, and that's if they're willing to learn.
Yeah, it's 4 hours at their kitchen table.
Yeah,
and then you go back a week later to see if Coinbase has unfrozen and unlocked any of their shit. And then you go back a week later and then you call their bank. You're on the phone with them dude, I'm telling you, I've done this so many times that literally once you get the money into MetaMask, it's a 10-minute process.
Exactly. It's getting the money in.
Getting the money into MetaMask and setting them up to that system is so horribly painful. And I'm really excited about people like Coast and the other people working on the onboarding and fiat on ramps and off ramps, because that's something that I think that tide is going to break when it comes to crypto. This next wave, there's going to be way more ways to get money in because people are going to want to take advantage of this next cycle. So yeah. So and sorry. So going back to the referrals process, there's a referral. Take it away.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, no, you're right. The getting fiat in and getting fiat out is, we have not solved that problem yet. But one problem that we have solved is, okay, so we are in beta for the InternetMoney wallet right now, and you can download it right now on Chrome, iOS, and Android. It's there. You can download it. So we ran 2 tests of the free claim and referral program. It is paused right now. So if you download the wallet, it's paused. But basically what it does is you download the wallet, you get to claim free crypto. All right. And we had it running with BNB in our first token, IM, not the Dividend token. We actually have a token called InternetMoney. But we want to bring that to multiple chains, multiple tokens. So we see a reality where somebody downloads the wallet and maybe they get ETH, Hex, Pulse, Hex, IM, BNB. Like, you download the wallet and you get your crypto starter package. And that's absolutely possible. We've already started developing. We have the first smart contract that makes at least one chain possible. So now the next step is the multi-chain. Point being is, it's an easy onboarding experience. Download the wallet, claim free crypto. It's not going to be enough crypto to, they're not going to be able to put their fiat in, but they're going to go from no crypto to crypto in a matter of 5 minutes. And then taking it one step further, we have a referral program. So if you refer somebody to download the wallet and they claim their free crypto and use your referral code to do that, they get a 20% bonus on the crypto that they free claimed. And you, as the referrer, also get free crypto. And now people say, oh, referral programs, they're destined for failure. This, again, you have to allow that paradigm to be shattered, not you, just whoever would say that, because this isn't like, there are no false promises in that. If we say, because all the tokens that are going to be airdropped to people for free claims and referrals are tokens that are represented by tokens that are represented that are locked in a smart contract. So it's like, hey, if you're going to claim these tokens, it's just like while supplies last, effectively. So as long as you claim it while the supplies last, then yeah, you get the free crypto. There's no like fake APY and stuff like that.
So your friend gets the the regular free claim plus a 20% bonus, and then you, for referring them, if they use your link, how much of a bonus do you get?
So you get whatever they would get, minus the 20% bonus. So
you would get their second free claim copied.
Yeah.
Or
so
free claim copied.
Right. So if it was, hey, 100 hex, download the InternetMoney wallet, get 100 hex. Then if you referred somebody, they would get 120 hex and you would get 100 hex.
And the free claims in hex, or is it in the InternetMoney token, the WD token?
No. So we have 2 tokens. The WD token completely separate. Right now, the free claim is with the InternetMoney token. I used Hex as an example because we can extend it to that. It doesn't have to be InternetMoney. That's just what we're using right now.
So there's a WD token and there's an IM token. Is that correct?
Yes.
Or what are the 2 names of the tokens? Correct. Okay. And so
actually,
WD token. Go ahead.
So I think there's a little delay. That's why we're cutting each other off. You go ahead.
That's okay. I was going to ask, can you explain the difference between the 2 tokens?
So just to make things a little more complicated, we have 3 tokens. Now, when I say, hey, this is going to be easy, let's not get conflated like, oh, this isn't. the new person coming in, just like you said, they're not going to think about how the email is actually happening. They're going to think I can send an email.
Yeah,
So the
what three
reason we're in
buttons
this,
do I need to push?
exactly. So we're in this deep because we're a high level in the weeds community. Okay. So stay with me here.
Okay.
So we have Internet Money, which is IM.
Mhm.
We actually launched that token over a year ago on Binance Smart Chain. And we actually just launched it on Ethereum last week or within a week ago. And it will be
Okay.
coming to Pulse Chain as well.
So it was launched on BNB or BSC, right?
Yep.
Binance Smart Chain. So BSC a year ago. And then you guys launched Internet Money on Ethereum just how long ago?
Like within the last week, maybe a week ago at this point.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
And then Internet Money will also be launching on Pulse Chain, of course. Now, Internet Money is simple. It's a deflationary peer-to-peer digital cash. So as we work forward as a wallet to make connections and partnerships and getting our currency tradable for goods and services, Internet Money is going to be that token that we use to do those things. Now, it's deflationary through a buy and burn mechanic, which ties back into the dividend. But that's the high level of Internet Money. So before we go to token 2 and 3, we can answer questions there.
Okay, great. So Internet Money is an inflationary.
Deflationary.
Oh, sorry, that one's deflationary. And what's the total amount of that one right now? Is it that's the one that's 2 billion on each chain?
Nope. So right now, and we have like in our Telegram channel, please, if anyone's out there, join our Telegram channel. We have like infographics and all types of videos and stuff, and we're working on getting all that on the site. Internet Money has a supply right now of 10 trillion, just under 10 trillion. But again, it is deflationary. So that'll only go down over time.
And is that 10 trillion on each chain?
Correct.
Okay.
But they will obviously have different supplies over time because the buy and burn will be, it might buy more on chain on Ethereum than it, you know what I'm saying? It might burn more. So eventually they're all going to have different supplies.
And so how is the buy and burn activated? How does that function?
Okay, here's where the WD token comes in, the dividend, right? This is the one I explained earlier. By holding it, you earn passive income in Pulse, ETH, and BNB and other native coins. So this is the wallet dividend token, WD. Now, there's going to be a wallet that holds WD, and that wallet is going to accrue Pulse, ETH, and BNB from the wallet fees. And then it's going to use that Pulse, ETH, and BNB to buy IM off the open market and burn it. So it's a symbiotic relationship between IM and WD there.
Okay, so it uses those native tokens to buy the WD token. Or no, sorry, it uses that to buy the Internet Money token.
Yes.
And burn it.
Yes, sir.
By sending it to a burn address, I guess.
By burning it, deleting it on just burning it. Yeah, it burns it.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So that is the Internet Money token, and it's got a huge supply, and it's going to obviously go down over time. But you can buy the Internet Money token, and you can buy the WD token.
You can buy the Internet Money token on Binance and Ethereum right now. WD, we're about 7 weeks away from a mainnet launch, and actually today we should have WD on Pulse Chain, Binance, and Ethereum testnets. So we're about 7 weeks away from WD mainnet launch on Ethereum and Binance, and Pulse Chain if it's here.
Okay, awesome. So now that we've kind of covered the Internet Money, the WD, we kind of covered that at the beginning, where basically it's 2 billion of them total, and whatever you own in that amount, that whatever percentage you own of that total amount, it entitles you to accrue some interest in the native layer 1 chain that you're on.
Correct. And it does that in such a cool way because all you have to do is hold it. You literally, and you can claim your passive income as frequently as every block. There's actually a tab within the app that shows how much you have available to claim. So you could sit there all day and just claim Pulse if you want. No staking.
Awesome.
No, so it's no lockups.
So you'll connect your wallet with the WD token in it to an app or a DApp, and then it'll show you your accruing balance, and then you can go through and claim it and scrape it or mint it, right?
Well, actually, right now, the only way to do the claim is through the InternetMoney wallet app, but that's because we've just built the first front end. So it's a smart contract. If you want to go and listen, developers out there, if you want to go build front ends to this, please do. Our wallet doesn't have to be the only front end. It just is the only front end right now.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Yep. So there's the InternetMoney token. There's the WD token. What's the third token?
All right. It's called Future Wallet Dividend. Okay. FWD.
Future Wallet Dividend. Yep. Okay. So FWD.
Yes, sir. So we had 2 sacrifice phases. They're over. You can no longer participate. The first sacrifice was for WD on Pulse Chain, right? The Pulse Chain dividends. The second sacrifice was for the WD token on Ethereum, Binance, and all future EVM chains that we launched WD on. So we encountered a problem. Well, we could be launching WD on EVM chains 10 years from now. Do we just keep airdropping the same sacrifice set over and over and over and over again? Or, well, basically, we tokenized the sacrifice set. That's what FWD is. So, in simple terms, if you hold FWD on Ethereum, that one only exists on Ethereum. That's it. FWD, one chain, Ethereum, 2 billion. Whenever we go to launch the Dividend token on a new chain, we take a snapshot of the future dividend holders and we airdrop them the Dividend token. So by holding FWD, you get WD on future EVM chains.
So the first sacrifice was for the wallet Dividend token. The second sacrifice
on Pulse Chain only.
On Pulse Chain only. So the second sacrifice is for the Pulse Chain WD. Nope. Or InternetMoney.
Nope.
Or future WD.
All right, you're close. InternetMoney never had a sacrifice. InternetMoney never had a sacrifice. We just launched it.
Okay.
The first sacrifice was for WD on Pulse Chain only. The second sacrifice was for WD on Ethereum, Binance, and then the FWD token.
Okay, so the first sack is for the WD token straight up, right?
On Pulse Chain.
That on Pulse Chain. So the first.
Yep.
All right, try that one more time. I'm gonna write as fast as I can and see if I can
get
this up.
All right. So the first sacrifice was for WD on Pulse Chain. That means so dividends on Pulse Chain, the passive income in PLS.
Okay.
The second sacrifice was for the same token, but on Ethereum and Binance. So the earning passive income in ETH and BNB, right? The dividend token on Ethereum and Binance. And then it was also for the FWD token, because as we airdrop WD on, let's say, Phantom, AVAX, Gnosis, whatever, we're going to airdrop that to the holders of FWD.
Okay, so in the future, when you guys launch on another EVM, I wish I knew shorthand.
It's okay, take your time. I have all the. It's your first time hearing it. We're talking all these different things. I get it. It's nothing but patience.
So you're gonna take a snapshot of who's holding the FWD
future token. Yep.
Okay. And so people can be trading these FWD tokens, selling them back and forth, right? They'll have like a market value.
That's
they'll be tradable.
It's the beauty of them. Exactly. Because we could very easily say, hey, we're launching WD on Avalanche. And you might see that FWD token pump because that's who's getting it, is the people who hold FWD. So it becomes a speculative instrument.
So you get a portion of the 2 billion WD tokens that'll end up on that chain.
It's a 1-to-1. There's 2 billion FWD. So it's a 1-to-1 airdrop.
Okay. Got it. Okay. so and now I think we started this with asking about the referral. So who was it here? It was, he asked it twice, which I appreciate because sometimes you get lost in chat here.
Okay.
But it was Prime Hex and Pulse. And so you guys had the referral going right now earlier, and you paused it while you guys are getting ready for the launch. Is that what's going on? Or
well, so there's V1, V2, and in both instances, we learn things. So we are enhancing the program. So it's just temporarily paused. We make some enhancements to it. It's again, that's another first. No other crypto wallet has that. So it's like there's nothing to model it off of. We're inventing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're figuring it out as you go. So let's say this. So there's definitely going to be some admin keys for you guys to fix and run things and turn things on and off to work, to do maintenance or to upgrade the system. Correct?
There are no admin keys in any of the tokens. So none of the tokens have admin keys. They're all immutable. There are admin keys in our, so if you swap within the wallet, you're using what's called a DEX aggregator or a swap router. Metamask has it. So if you swap on Metamask, you are swapping on a smart contract that has admin keys as well. So the swap router, the DEX aggregator that we created, does have admin keys, and that is for maintenance purposes. And then obviously the wallet being, but we can't alter funds. Now with those, it's literally just to like add, remove DEXs, just literally maintenance things. We can never take or stop your funds. And then obviously by virtue of the wallet being a piece of software on app stores, I mean, there's updates and changes that happen on that level. So, I mean, you could consider that an admin key, but that's just like legacy software. You can't get around that.
Okay. And then we got a question here. Do we get a copy on Ethereum? So you wouldn't get a copy on the Ethereum because Ethereum was, I believe, the second sacrifice phase.
Yep.
But if I sacrificed for WD on ETH and BSC, would I get the future WD token with that as well?
Yes. That sacrifice set is who gets the future token.
Okay, so you actually got 2 tokens for the second sacrifice.
You got 3.
So you got
WD on 2 chains and then FWD on its own chain.
And that sacrifice is over.
It's over.
So we're gonna need a time machine. Looks like
I'll work on it next.
So those are over and done. There's no other sacrifice phases coming up.
No, that was another reason with the FWD token is like we didn't want to just sit here and do a sacrifice every other month. So it was just like we baked it all in. Now, if someone's willing to sell it, you can of course buy the WD tokens or the FWD tokens, and they should be here in about 7 weeks. So may have your opportunity soon.
Okay, and then he's Francis Powell's also asking, what's the contract address?
So if you want it for IM, again, not the dividend token, you can go to our Telegram room and all the contract addresses are there. And that is available right now on Binance and Ethereum. Okay,
so that would be the contract address for the WD token that is live on BSC. Oh, sorry, the IM token that's live on BSC and on Ethereum.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And then let's see here.
And for yourself and anyone listening, if some of this is just like, if we've reached the saturation point, totally okay. Please join our Telegram. Like I'm not just trying to shill that for numbers. It's just we have a very active and engaging community there. We do voice chats all the time. We constantly have awesome admins constantly answering questions. So like feel free to and you will be met with acceptance. And we talk about crypto in there too, not just it's not just hey, only talk about internet money or get out. We are a wallet. We talk about crypto. We talk about society. We talk about philosophy. I mean, it's an awesome chat. So please
Awesome.
join. That's the place to be.
And would that be easy to find by search, or do you have a link to the
Yeah,
Telegram?
go to our website, internetmoney.io, and all
Sure.
of our socials are on the site. So everything, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, Telegram, at InternetMoney.io. Our handles are all the same.
There we go. So let me share that here with you guys real quick.
Yep, Katie posted it. And yeah, if you go to the site, we're actually working on revamping that as well.
Okay, here. So yeah, so here's the Telegram, and then Internet Money IO. Let me grab that here. So here's here's Internet Money IO, the web page, and then you got all the links right here. Or actually, no, that's not the links, right?
If you click download our crypto, for socials, yeah. So if you hit join our community, that takes you right to Telegram, or you can scroll to the bottom of the page, and that
Okay, yeah,
give
it
you the
does.
rest of the socials.
It opened another it opened another tab that we're not on, but yeah. So you go up here to join community. That'll take you to there, and then wow. And so this is basically what I probably should have had up the whole time you were explaining things, because the visualizations are really easy to follow. And then where do we find out if you want? You go to the black paper to figure out how it works.
Yeah, so the black paper is our version of a white paper,
Mm-hmm.
and if you can click that if you want.
Down the wallet, and so if you're on a laptop or desktop, this would be for Chrome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yeah, so so you'll see the two black papers there. So yeah, and then that's you download the wallet black papers, yes, sir.
Wow.
So if you click it, so the WD one has the FWD and WD are in the same black paper because they're like one of they work together basically.
Yeah, you guys have worked on slides in your life, haven't you? Some nice real estate slides.
Slides like
like
yeah, we try to be
like a PowerPoint presentation, because you guys have done a really good job of visualizing and simplifying this as much as you can. It looks really good.
right, exactly.
It's easy to absorb this information.
Right, that's the thing is, okay, you go and you read these white papers and they're 26-page philosophical dissertations. It's like, what the heck did I just read? If you can even get through it. Our black papers, it's not short because we're lazy. It's short because we wanted to be concise. It actually took a lot more work to be short, believe it or not. We wanted to be very concise and we wanted people to actually read it and say, I know what I'm reading now. And so we're going to continue again to refine that over time. But yeah, that was the goal there.
Like I said, it keeps opening these in other tabs, so I keep trying to run over there and get what we're talking about so people can see it on screen as well. Here's the two black papers, the Internet Money and the Wallet Dividend. So the IM and the WD. Cool. And so what are these trading? You said you guys are about 7 weeks out from launching the WD token.
Correct.
Yes,
sir.
And so are people doing some fun speculation on that?
Oh yeah, it's actually really cool. Like in some ways to be a 3-token ecosystem, because you have different people bullish on different parts of the ecosystem for different reasons. So like there's like some people who love FWD. Like that is their favorite token. That's the one they want. That's the one they're most bullish on. And the same for IM and WD. And it's like some people are bullish on WD on this chain. You have all different like strategies and theories. I mean, it's really freaking cool. And it's cool to see the people come up with that because okay, to get all sentimental for a moment, if we are artists, this project is our art. And then to see people adopt that and make art on top of our art it's just like it's validating, and it's really cool to see that. Oh my gosh, people do like what you're putting out there.
Yeah, it's got to be really validating to get that appreciation from them.
100%.
And a white dude with glasses says, "Take it from me, the admins are pretty dope."
Yeah, I'm pretty
Uh,
sure. I think I know who that is. If that is, if you are who I think you are, appreciate all your work, bro. Yeah, I think he is
yeah.
one of our admins.
And then Katie earlier, he said Samantha needs a wrench. Listen, Samantha is the special person here. For some reason, she seems more powerful because she's the only non-blue person in here, but she does not want a wrench. She's special. She's a princess. She gets what she wants. And of course, we had Sandy Beach in here earlier who said she's going to check it out on replay. So when you're watching this on replay, thank you so much for being here, Sandy Beach. You're awesome, awesome. Let's see here. Samantha says I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, Samantha's all about the admins. I think she's an admin of about 400 different Telegram groups,
Oh
and
my gosh! Wow.
she's got a wrench everywhere but here. This is where she like just chills, takes off her shoes, and just laughs at everybody. She doesn't have to ban anybody. DG says one internet money 800K market cap. So is there an $800,000 market cap right now on internet money?
I haven't checked in a few hours, but I can check real quick. Let's see. On Binance, we have a $473,000 market cap, and on Ethereum, we have an $830,000 market cap.
Okay. And then Bitfinesse has a question there. I'm going to pull up Deck Screener.
Any thoughts on what investors should care about in a founder? Well, this is where it gets weird because, one thing that a lot of people are going to say is, Doc's founder, public founder. Well, it's like, yeah, look at SBF, okay. Or look at I can name other crypto projects that have had public and doxed founders and still turned out to be a scam or a rug or failed. For me, what I look for in a founder and what I try to be as a founder is somebody who is thoughtful, understanding, and kind ultimately. Because I think in this world that we live in right now, we're surrounded by so much hate and misunderstanding that somebody who's going to be leading your project into the future should be somebody that can connect with all types of people. And I also think that somebody who is very thoughtful because they're thinking about things. There's something to be said for someone who's just like, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll just go in on it and just make decisions, and that's important. We do that, but that can be bad too. You want to really consider things sometimes. Everything has implications.
Yeah,
That's all about I have to say about that.
Yeah, Bifinessa, he's a great part of the community. He's still out there. He's still out there grinding and trucking, man. Like I take my hat off to him, but he's always soaking up all this knowledge from behind the wheel.
Yes,
and
he
then
is.
NT Fryer says, apologies if I missed this, but will we be able to add an address to the Internet Money wallet without needing to use private keys?
So what you're talking about there is read-only functionality, and currently you cannot do that, but that is a feature we want to bring to the wallet.
Would that be like using the seed words to import it?
So you can import, like, if you have an address that you currently use on MetaMask, and let's say it's not a hardware wallet, you can get those private keys and you can input them into the Internet Money wallet. But there's a cool wallet called Zerion. And again, look, I'm 100% okay to give credit where credit is due. They have an amazing read-only functionality in their wallet. And it's like you can go and just grab any address. You could go grab the Godwell and Hex if you want. You could drop that address in Zerion and it will track their portfolio. It'll track what they do. It'll track their transactions and everything.
So it does like chain analysis almost for you?
Yeah, like a high level version of it. Yeah. You can even get notifications where like, oh, this address sold this amount of stuff. It like literally just tracks it for you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it says I like to track addresses without putting in private keys. And yes, I'm using Zerion.
Exactly.
Zerion is Zerion.
Yep. They are who actually aspiring to do amazing read functionality, Zerion is the wallet that we look to for inspiration for that one. They do a really good job.
Cool. And here we are. I got a DEX screener pulled up, and I was gonna say I've got IM, but I don't. What's the? Is that the ticker for it right here?
Yeah, if you'd
That's
like.
in Meta token. Here's Internet Money right here. So this one's majoring it in W, in wrapped ETH, right? And let's
Let me see. Yes, sir. That is the Ethereum chart.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, yeah. So this is like a brand new baby right here.
Yep.
Throw it into log, and wow, you had just this insane candle going.
That was actually an arbitrage bot or something. Like literally, that candle happened like the moment we created the liquidity pool. Like it was. If you go back on chain, you'll be able to see it. It was like something. Not even it couldn't have been a person because it was too fast. They like bought the whole pool and then dumped the whole pool against themselves. So I'm like,
so it was arbing against itself.
Exactly. I was like, whoever programmed that bot, you got to rethink your logic. That was a really dumb move.
That sounds like that old movie War Games, where it's like, would you like to play a game? And he makes it play tic-tac-toe against itself or whatever. Remember that? I don't know. You were probably 3 at that time, but
yeah, I think I know the analogy though.
And it went from 6 zeros to 8 zeros. Like that's insane. And then of course we bump back up. This reminds me kind of some of the prices where we saw Hedron floating around back in the day when it was just cruising up and down doing crazy stuff. So wow, this is crazy. And again, the total supply. So this is the market cap is 883 according to the price right now, which is 6 zeros and 8.5. And wow, and again, there's 2 billion of these tokens, correct? Or no, 10. This is the one that's deflationary.
Yes. So this has just this has just
10 trill.
Yep. Right now. Yep. Yes, sir.
Jiminy, how high does a price got to be when you have 10 trillion tokens to just melt faces, right?
I mean, like this is the token when the type of supply where like the Moon Boy communities will say to a penny. Right? If this gets to a penny, you're like 100 billionaire. You know,
if this gets to a penny, it's all the money on Earth,
right? But
that solar system.
But that's the beautiful thing about deflationary is, I mean, the supply could very easily enter into the billions one day. So it's only temporarily this high.
And this is the one that you launched first on BSC, correct?
Correct.
Wow. We'll throw it into log, but yeah, this thing went down, and it's been finding a lot of support here at what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 7 or 8 zeros and a 4?
7. Yeah.
It's really hard to read this on the screen, but yeah, this is insane. And then, you said, when WD token goes live, we would be able to buy that as well on the on the dexes.
Well, yeah. Considering somebody provides liquidity, yes. And what's actually cool here about the Internet Money token on Binance is because we have over a year of market data. We've never, in the over a year of being on the market, have never dipped below our price discovery price. If they want to give that any sentiment to community, like literally have never dipped below.
Wow.
So technically, only net positive since price discovery.
Oh, and you sent me the deck screener links in the private chat. I didn't even notice that till right now, and I was just fumbling around. KD is obviously an old person like me. He knows the reference. He knows the year 1983. 1980. So I was actually 3 when that one came out.
Oh, dang.
So you were not even like, people weren't even like thinking about hooking up to make you yet. You were just your parents were teenagers probably. So wow.
Real quick, if you're a chart guy, just to show you something else that's pretty cool and interesting. So you see that mega red candle right there at the very end?
This crazy wall right there. Yes.
Yeah. So what this is, that the top of that candle is just moments before we launched IM on Ethereum. So if you pull the charts up side by side, you see a mega red candle on Binance, and a mega green candle on Ethereum, because the holders of Internet Money on Binance got a 1-to-1 copy on Ethereum. So some people were taking profits. So literally, if you put the charts side by side, you see the red on one and the green on the other.
I wish Axis Alive were here. He could do like 8 charts
Oh,
on
me
top of
too.
each
I
other
wish. Oh,
and animation. So we're gonna next time we do some chart porn with Axis Alive, I'm gonna have him pull together the internet money ecosystem and get crazy with it because I can switch between them fairly easily.
right. That's
But
about all I can do.
I'm an OG. I just stopped trading because I lost way too much money playing with the charts.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that I can imagine. And that's the thing I keep explaining to people about Pulse Chain launch. Like when Pulse Chain launched and everyone gets their full system state of all these coins, everyone's like, it's like that's in my mind, that's got a dump. Like you're gonna have front runners right before it, and then you're gonna have a dump right before it, and then you have another dump as everyone's trying to take their quote unquote free money that they've been waiting 2 years to get their hands on. Think about how many people put their rent money and their baby
Oh yeah.
formula money into the sack because they heard Richard Hart and other people parrot the idea of 60 days. And I don't think even if they're not in a good position, I think a lot of people are going to have to take money out of that. And I also think that it's going to be a lot higher than the sacrifice price.
Yeah, I completely agree that, and that's actually why I wanted to point that little metric out, because like what we saw here is we did basically what Pulse Chain is going to do. I mean, yes, it wasn't a native system state copy, but it was simulating. It was effectively the same thing. On Ethereum and Binance, we reached price parity in 24 hours. But what that meant was one side, the Binance side, which was higher prior to Ethereum, they met an average, if you know what I'm saying, because Ethereum launched low and Binance launched, it was higher. So they met in the middle and price parity occurred, but it made Binance ultimately lower than it was before we launched on Ethereum. And it made Ethereum ultimately higher than when we launched on Ethereum. So they met in the middle. And I think that's exactly what we're going to see on Pulse Chain, is meeting in the middle. I think Hex on Ethereum is going to go down, but Hex on Pulse Chain is going to go up. And I think they're going to find price parity somewhere right in the middle.
Yeah, because when you guys launched this, just like all tokens, right here, the moment before this one, right?
Look at the very bottom of that mega red can. The same thing. Just look at the bottom of that very. Yeah,
right here.
Yeah, the bottom right of that here. One is the price discovery. That. Yeah. So.
Well, and I guess what I'm saying is, before this candle existed, the price was 0.
Exactly.
Like everything starts at 0, so every token on Pulse Chain is going to be 0 until the very first trade.
Exactly.
Or the very first liquidity providing that someone takes a trade on, and then you find out, where the market wants to put it. And so really this is just insanity, probably bots and scripts. And then down here you have, so if you just move these out of the way, then you can get a better idea of what's actually going on.
Exactly. So that little candle at the bottom of the mega ice wall there, that is price discovery
right here.
And then you can see from the bottom. Thing. Yeah, from the. Yep.
Wow. It's crazy. We are in a crazy industry when it comes to finance in the future. And I don't know, every day I kind of feel grateful to have a front row seat to watching the future of money and the future of technology unfold. It's kind of surreal some days when you see stuff showing up. Man,
absolutely.
Cool. Now, what have I not covered or asked you so far about the token and your guys' plans for the wallet? What else would you think people would like to know, or should they know about this project and yourself?
I think we've talked about a lot of great things. I think what's most important is that, okay, if you're somebody who is heavily believes in the Pulse Chain community, we are the first and only native Pulse Chain wallet in existence. which means when you download MetaMask right now and you're natively connected to Ethereum, that is true for us, but with Pulse Chain. We are the easiest onboarding experience into Pulse Chain that currently exists. We are the first and only crypto wallet that has tokenized its fees and pays and distributes 100% of its fees with holders of its token. We are just getting started, and we've talked about a lot. So join our Telegram, InternetMoney.io, get the link, and let's continue the conversation.
That's a great point to end on. So you're saying that all of these fees are wrapped right back into the community. Like none of these fees are going to the founders. None of these fees are going to a source address or OA. This is all like going to the community.
Because we believe in full disclosure, yes, we, the founding team, hold some dividend tokens, but we don't get fees on top of that. So we only get fees insofar as, so if we theoretically sold all of our dividend tokens, we would collect no more fees as the team. So we're just like the holders, every other holder in that respect.
And were you guys given any of the tokens at the beginning during sacrifice?
So the way that the sacrifice worked out was we had a capped sacrifice, and we were actually the first project in the ecosystem to introduce that model where it was limited. And on Pulse Chain, so we made it available that the founding team would retain at least 29% of the supply. And that's because, well, we have to pay for development. We have to pay for things. So we need to collect fees in order to be a business, right? And so the same was true for the second sacrifice. The as low as 29% could be kept by the founding team, and that was determined by the sacrifice set. So the founding team actually retained a lot more in the second sacrifice than we did in the first, but that was just because less assets were sacrificed in the second one.
Right. And what was the sacrifice capped at?
The first sacrifice was capped at 1.2 million, and the second sacrifice was capped at 12 million. And that was, again, we had to make it so that either A, more funds were sacrificed up front to put us in a better position to win going forward in the future, or we held a larger share of the tokens so that way we could, fuel our business endeavors. And now, we're, again, another paradigm I want to shatter for those who may be thinking that this is real is because we don't have taxes or reflections. We don't sell our token to make money. We hold our token to earn fees to make money. So that's a very important paradigm shift that has to be understood about our project.
That is really important, because whenever people hear the word fee or tax, people do their best to avoid taxes in the real world. And so when you're going into internet money and someone says, "Hey, I've got a tax," it's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. DG also says you can always import wallet or ledger. So if I wanted to import my wallets from MetaMask into the Internet Money wallet, how would I go about doing that? Is that something I would go into Telegram and ask for help? Has someone got a tutorial video on that yet?
Tutorial videos coming soon because we're still in beta version 1. Beta version 2 is when we're going to be, our security audits are going to be finalized on all of our smart contracts as well as the wallet itself. So once that's released, we'll really start pushing tutorial videos, because we've been putting out a disclaimer. Please do not, use this as your primary wallet, dump all your funds into this right now, because it is not security audited. And so once that is true in the case, that's when the tutorial videos really start. But simple, all you have to do is take your private keys from MetaMask, import them into the wallet, or if you have a ledger, you can go to the Chrome extension and connect your ledger there.
Awesome. Diehard Hexkin, this is so intriguing. I'm sad I missed your sack phases. I love what you're creating. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I would really like Internet Money or one of the other wallet people that are focusing on wallets, or Ox or one of the other people, to bring to market an amazing wallet, because as much as I love Richard Hart's products and his delivery, I hate waiting on him. So
Yep.
when he was like, well, when I get this and this done, then I'll probably create a wallet. I was like, please don't. Please just please let someone else please take the torch. I don't think we can do a SAC for a wallet and then wait 18 years, for a wallet. Because coding's hard, software's hard, and especially when it's tied to something that people are willing to manipulate and go after, like money, it's even harder, right? Because now you have an incentive for people to break the code and find exploits. So, anyways, I can't thank you enough for showing up here and walking us through all this information. I know that I should have known a lot of this stuff from listening to your other streams, but at the same time, we listen to so many streams, they kind of meld together, and you're like, wait, what does this guy do? Wait, what did he?
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, totally understand, bro. Totally understand. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of content out there.
Dude, shout out from Nate Stakes, good guy right here. Smash the likes. Yeah, guys, smash the likes. And before we do our awkward wave goodbye, which I don't know if you know about the awkward wave goodbye, KG, but it's fun.
I'd love to learn.
Let me go over some of the stuff on the bottom of the screen here. We got no shave toe pulse chain. That was a mistake that I agreed to, because this thing is going to be a raccoon. I'm going to sell this to a mountain man at the end. And we also got this crypto scavenger hunt. So if we can help you with a goal, whether it's more people in your Telegram group or more people sub into your channel, let us know. And I'll add that to the scavenger hunt list. Basically, if you go to my website, there's a list of goals as a community that we can help each other with. And every time we reach a goal, I release a seed word, which is something you're never supposed to do. You don't give out seed words, but I like to give out seed words and money because I feel like we need to jumpstart this momentum in the bear market. We need to punch a bear in the throat and show everyone what our community is capable of. So if you go to my website, hexrayvisioncrypto.com, there'll be a list of goals that I definitely need to upgrade. I need to update that one, but there's an address right here. So if you go to this address on Etherscan, you'll see $200 USDC. Someone already walked with $100. Someone's going to walk with $200 here, and there will be more growing, bigger prizes.
That's cool, man.
As we go on.
That's cool.
So let me get a short-term goal from you, something that we can probably achieve as a community in the next month or so. What do you want to do? You want more people in Telegram? You want more subs?
Let me see how many subs we got on the Internet Money channel. Okay, we have 551 subs on the Internet Money channel. It'd be great to turn that into 1,000.
Awesome. So we want to get 1,000 subs on the Internet Money channel on YouTube. So we're going to add that to our scavenger hunt. So when that happens, we'll reveal one more of these words, and we'll get closer to someone snatching that $200, and then there'll probably be a bigger pile of cash in the next one.
Nice.
So we're just building up. I've got a project that I've got coming up. I'm hoping to launch Q3, which is a token, and I'm hoping to get this thing up really high and beat this next wave. If I can get this out before the next wave, that'll be a lot of fun. But then again, by then, during my sacrifice phase, everyone will be poor, and I'll probably have to cap my sacrifice phase at like $53 that my grandma is nice enough to sack for mine.
Well, hey, maybe Pulse Chain will be out by then, and you can accept Pulse and all these copied coins for your sacrifice. So you might get really lucky.
I might get really. I really actually do believe that Pulse Chain is going to beat me to market.
Good,
because 3 to 6 months we're so close to the bottom. We're if we haven't hit the bottom, we're soon. I think we'll hit it pretty soon. So, anyways, that's going on. We also want to help 1 million families. So, if you guys have some ideas on how to onboard people and how to educate people, we're all kind of working towards anything we can to help people get over this learning curve and get them into crypto and improve their lives. And of course, not your keys, not your cheese. Don't leave your coins on exchanges.
I love that.
That is not your money, and freedom flex. It's all about freedom, man. If we can help you find some freedom in one area of your life, it's going to spread to more areas of your life. So that's what we're doing here. This is all about freedom. So I'm going to throw on some music here. And basically what I want you to do is I want you to take yourself back to the most insecure grade of school you can remember. Okay, for me, I think that's maybe probably 13 years old or so. I want you to go to the most insecure moment of your life, and I want you to look at the prettiest girl in school. I want you to give her a wave. Okay, this is your shot. All right, you get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity. Okay, so we're gonna play a little bit of music. I want you to just look into the camera and very, very awkwardly wave goodbye to the audience. It was so nice to support us. Like, subscribe, follow KG on his channel, and let's get this money. Let's punch a bear. You ready? Just as awkward. Feel the knot inside your stomach. You're trying to look handsome. You're trying to smile, but you're terrified.
Hi.
You can't look at the other person. You will definitely lose it. Oh, hang on. We got a request. Make the chart smaller. So here we go. Now we got a bigger. Here we go. Yours doesn't look awkward. You look so excited. You look like you just walked into Chuck E. Cheese and you're like, "Hey, let's party."
I like had that little pee dab in my underwear, like just enough to make it uncomfortable down there. Not a full stream.
Dude, I love it. Cool. We love you guys, Visionaires and Hexicans. And what do you guys call your group? You guys got a cool nickname?
IMGs.
The IMGs. Ooh, I like that. The IMGs. Cool. Well, we are out. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Share and comment. Go check out the Scavenger Hunt and give love to the other people in our community. Later.